For years, I woke up thinking maybe this is the year they cure MS. Every January felt like a Super Bowl for research. Stay with me. By the end, I'll share the one line that finally got me out of the mental waiting room. Quick question. What would you do this year if you weren't waiting? New studies, new trials, new headlines, breakthrough, game changer, promising. Then one random Tuesday in a neurologist's office, something small changed everything. It wasn't dramatic. No bad news. But I walked out different. That was the day I stopped waiting. The day I stopped outsourcing my life to headlines. This video is reflective, honest, a little funny, and useful if you've ever lived in some day. If these stories help, tap subscribe and like now so you can find this later. Let me start with who I used to be about the cure. For years, I woke up and told myself the same thing. Maybe this is the year they cure MS. Each January felt like a fresh beginning. Each new headline felt like a direct promise to me. I read every single update from the medical world as if it were a personal invitation. Breakthrough. Promising. Game changer. I saved emails, bookmarked trials, collected links like a serious hobbyist. I started to build my future plans around those words. I made small, conditional promises to myself. If I can just hold on for 5 more years, we'll finally take that long-awaited trip. I weighed big decisions against a hypothetical future after the cure. I measured time not in birthdays or anniversaries, but in clinical trial phases. The primary rule was simple. Wait. Waiting became the main event. I convinced myself anticipation was hope. But deep down, I knew I was pausing, saving the best version of myself for a future that might never come. One Tuesday, in a quiet, sterile room at my neurologist's office, something small happened. The doctor was calm, methodical, talking about long-term care strategies and choices I had right now. He mentioned management and adaptive equipment for the day-to-day. He did not say, there will be no cure, no dramatic verdict. It felt normal, practical, steady. I felt a subtle shift, like opening a stuffy window a little. I really saw myself. I noticed how I stood. Hours later at home, a thought arrived. I had been waiting. No one told me to stop. I realized I had built a mental waiting room. Stacks of papers. Calendars marked with future dates. The room felt oddly empty and a little sad. I kept the light on in there, but hadn't used the daylight outside. It didn't feel like loss. It felt like discovery, like noticing I'd been holding my breath for years. The world had more color, more sound, more air. I had been invested in a future cure and forgot to inhabit the life I was living. The quiet didn't last. First came anger at the universe, my body, the slow pace of research, time itself. Mostly angry at myself for giving away so many years to that dusty waiting room. So what am I supposed to do now? Just accept this? I bought way too much Earl Grey like it was rebellion. Then sadness. Not a flood. A series of quiet questions. Is this forever? Am I smaller than I used to be? I let the sadness come. I didn't fight it. I let it be honest and slow, mourning a future that may never have been real. My identity felt loose. I practiced. I am a person who lives with MS. Strange at first, but solid in a way that felt good. In a store aisle, I realized I'd cycled through all 5 stages of grief in 10 minutes. The absurdity made me laugh. A crack of light in heavy weather. Humor wasn't a cure, but it helped ease the weight. If this resonates, tap subscribe. It tells the algorithm to bring you back to see more videos like this one. Stopping the wait wasn't giving up on research. It was changing where I put my life. Finally booking a trip during a season that feels good now. Investing in comfortable, supportive shoes because my balance matters today. Making small home adaptations now, not later. Asking for help without guilt. Planning finances for a long, full life as it is. I sat with a financial advisor. No plans hinging on miracles. It felt like setting down a heavy bag I didn't know I was carrying. I started saying, I am not waiting for a cure anymore. I'm focusing on living well now. Some didn't get it. The ones who listened understood and came closer. My priority became authenticity, not managing others' expectations of my hope. I planted herbs I'd postponed for years because it felt too permanent. Tools that make today easier aren't defeat. They're self-care. I plan trips that fit my energy now. And then I said the sentence, I didn't stop believing in research. I stopped outsourcing my life to it. If you're still in that mental waiting room, I understand. I lived there for years. You don't have to leave today. Maybe just open the door a crack. Try one small thing you filed away for later. It can be small, messy, imperfect. Buy the good coffee. Wear your favorite shirt on a Tuesday. Read that novel. This didn't erase fear. But my days felt fuller, kinder, more vibrant, with unexpected laughter. I still read headlines, cheer scientists, honor trial participants. I plant seeds for a future I hope to see and feel the sun on my face today. You can hold hope in one hand and live your life with the other. Let hope be the breeze at your back, not the locked door in front of you. A good life is a mosaic of small, imperfect, beautiful pieces, built day by day with the tools you have. Carry one gentle question with you. What would you do this year? This month? This week? If you knew your real life isn't coming later, it's happening right now.